Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Pretty sure the enemy top lane will win this lane.
Hello guys and welcome to this video. Let me take you through a Swain top lane game against Renekton. Hopefully teach you something or at least entertain you. Start off by auto tagging the wave a lot so we can get level 2 first, guys. This is super important. Always want to get level 2 first in top lane and build a big wave. Build some health advantage because you poke them when they walk up. If enemies don't respect it, you can all in on level 2 and get a really good chunk or maybe even a kill. So every time he walks up, you just Q him with every scorch. You can see I get the level up here. Level up my E, pull him in and just auto him. Very good traits so far. Again, whenever your Q is up, walk up and Q. It's very consistent poke, especially with this room page, every scorch here. Let me show it to you. On the tower again, you want to try and time your abilities when they go for CS, so we can trade back as well. Bone plating makes it so that if he goes on us, we won't take that much damage. It's super good into a lot of top laners that don't have any way of poking it out except all-inning. Another benefit of good poking is that enemies might be tempted to take an early base because they can't stay and farm too much. So he bases, I'm gonna match that by pushing in the wave, recalling myself. And when I come back, I'm just back to poking once more. Another Q poke to hit him and thin out the wave. His wave is crashing back to me. I intend on trying to pull a freeze. So right now I'm just poking him. And you can see there's a big wave coming in. This makes me kind of safe if I can hold it. And it also makes it so he has to walk really far up to farm it. So look at me. I'm just going to hold it a bit. And then when my wave comes, I'm just going to let it collapse. And now we're just going to last hit and harass when he walks up. Fish for ease. When he goes to last hit, it's very easy and consistent to hit. And you can see he gets kind of desperate and he can't really order me because I'm so close, right? He dashes in to try and one-shot the wave, but this is okay. I'm just going to chunk him and I can pull the wave once more. I'm not going to let it crash. So just run upwards here. He can't fight you. You still have bone plating. Drag the minions and then drop aggro by going into the bush. And then we're just back to same principle. Poking him when he walks up. Trying to deny him a lot of creep so we can build an advantage. You can see he's getting low. The wave is still bad for him. And he has no TP, so he's really screwed. He can't just recall because he will be losing tons of creeps because I will be continuously keep pulling the waves to make it hard for him. So once more, I'm never gonna let this crash here. Just gonna keep him in a bad spot. I want him to take a bad recall where he recalls and I can crash the wave or he loses just tons of minions. Because I had a smart recall earlier on, I actually didn't even use my TP because I didn't need to. So he ends up taking a recall and he's gonna be losing a ton of creeps in the meanwhile. So I'm quite happy with this. He comes back now with mercs. Now you can see I don't really have a freeze anymore. It's slowly gonna be back to him. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna last hit and deny him to even walk up. This way I can stack up a big wave so he can't stop it. And I can actually just crash it on the tower and then take my recall myself, right? I have a lot of money. So he walks up here to hold it just a bit. I land my E and chunk him. And I'm gonna walk up again to make sure that this wave doesn't stand in a bad spot. Remember, he still has no TP. I have TP. We just want to crash this in now. Take a base, TP back, and make it hard for him, okay? That's the plan. So the way you build advantages in top lane especially is not only just by solo killing him. It's also just by making him lose XP and gold. By having him to take bad recalls and me taking good recalls. So I instant TP back to make sure he can't freeze this or crash this in time. I want to put another freeze. I continuously crash waves so he can't recall. I use my W to zone him into my E and now we just run him down all in style. So when you kill the enemy laner, it's very important to know what to do. We need to push in the wave and make him lose creeps on that tower to build up even more advantage. So walk up far and one shot the wave now instantly.
I knew he was gonna solo die, but way later than I thought.
And to my big surprise, I actually come back to a top lane where the enemies top and bot have swapped. This is a pretty high low game, and this is a pretty hard mechanic to explain. You'll probably never see this if you're just playing in gold or silver, but don't worry about it. Pretty much they do it to both get grubs, but also to make Renekton's life easier and my life harder, because it's way harder for me to play against Caitlyn Blitz, and I can't snowball and build the same advantage I can if I get to have Renekton on my own.
Stop trying to steal, bro.
So I'm gonna try and do a little sneaky play here. If I don't show, my idea is that Blitzcrank won't be here because they won't waste 2 man on top lane. So I actually go to try to one-shot assassinate this guy. My E barely misses. If I land this, I would all in with ultimate and flash. And I would probably have killed her, trying to further the game to my advantage. Because if you look at the score, we are losing. Everyone except me pretty much. That doesn't mean the game's not over. It just means that I need to do something really smart in this game. And that I will. So after I realized there was nobody here, they probably swapped the back. Now that grubs are gone, I'm gonna push out the wave, base myself, spend the money, and then come back and start pushing again. And because I notice Renekton is back top lane, I'm gonna go fight him, because I am still significantly stronger. And with my bone plating up, you can see when he jumps on me here, it's pretty good. I'm gonna pop ult, Demon Flare, and then use my E when he's slowed, to make sure that I land all my abilities and I get the best trade possible. Use double Demon Flare here to push out the wave quickly, so we can get ready to dive him. Because, lucky for me, Sylas was standing around in top lane. I think he finally realized that I might be the only hope of the team right now in current situation. So I'm very happy to see some of my teammates around top lane, so we can get top lane tower quickly and get me snowballed and out of control. While I'm hitting the tower, I'm just killing the waves with Q, and I'm looking out on the map, seeing if there's any Ws I can find and help out my team with. Now we actually finally get some kills back onto the team. We pick up a few shutdowns. This is looking very nice now. I'm just gonna be TPing back to top lane, so I can kill out the waves, and trying to keep Renekton's stock up here, or maybe try and kill him again. I want to take down this tower, so I can get out of top lane and start fighting with my teammates, because I am very strong. If you look at my farm, it's really high. We have gotten some plates, we've gotten a solo kill. We are very much accelerated. Because I pushed away so fast, I actually try and go for a dragon play, because I have a roam timer here, so I could just all in and lose something top, but maybe also fight them, win a fight, maybe get Drake. That's why I run down to mid lane now, because we have everyone nearby in bot lane. Sadly, they take it kind of too fast. So I'm just gonna drop this play because I don't want to lose too much in top lane in the meanwhile. I still want to keep my advantage high. I want to keep this Renekton down. So I have teammates on the way, so I'm not actually too scared. The enemies do actually end up showing up, and they are here a bit quicker than I anticipated. I'm gonna try and flash to buy time until my teammates show up. But sadly, I just get one shot. You can see if I stay alive for maybe 5 seconds more, it would have been nice having Sylas and Tristana and even Pyke collapse on them. But sadly, it kinda turns pretty bad. And it's very hard to just flash out at the Blitzcrank knockup into the Elise cocoon and hook and everything, right? Sadly, this does lower team morale a bit, and enemies end up getting Herald as well. So it's not too great. Just get back up again and try your best. I return to top to push out wave, but Renekton actually TPs behind me and Elise is here again. I end up going down, but look what I do before I die. I just try and kill the wave, because the thing is, they also did spend 3 men being top lane. This makes it so my team can pick off Caitlyn, and Sylas gets a shot down. When I come alive, I'm just gonna go back to top lane, make sure I stay high farm so we can carry, push out some waves. Renekton is here, but I do have Sylas and Pyke on the way. So even though I end up getting collapsed again once more, yeah, I'm just gonna do as much damage as I can, because enemies are very overextended. And again, my death makes it so that we can pick off some more kills, get some more gold, and hope back on the team. So Sylas dies the tower here, because Elise was top. He didn't want to give Agurin any Magi stacks. Actually a very smart play. If you're in a losing position, guys, it's always worth to trade 1 for 1. Because mathematically, let's say you have 1000 gold and enemy has 2000 gold. They have 100% more gold than you. But if both teams get another 1000 gold, you have 2000 and they have 3000 now. They only have 50% more gold than you. So trading even, going 1 for 1, will even out the gold difference in some kind of way, if that makes sense. So I'm just back to pushing top again. Renekton's here. Again, I'm not scared of Renekton. I'm only scared of his teammates when they're there. I gotta be running back so he can't cancel my TP. There's a big fight brewing mid lane, I can tell. I'm actually gonna end up TPing to the mid wave because they will take a dragon. I was actually hoping to contest, but no matter, I'll just be here for this big fight coming in now, while Renekton is still stuck in top lane. So I didn't see the Blitzcrank passive that Sylas picked up under Caitlyn, so I should end up flashing to get the kill. No matter though, better safe than sorry. Again, we're playing with same philosophy on the gold. It's okay that they get a few towers, it's okay that they push a few waves. If we just trade something back so we can diminish this difference between us. So even though they're getting mid towers, whatever, we are just forcing Atakan, getting some kind of objective. So we can maybe stand a chance later on. We are behind. We need to do something a bit desperate. So we end up getting Atakan and we drop a few towers. What we do next here is very smart though, so I'm gonna be pushing out bot lane and my team is gonna simultaneously invade Agurin's top side, ready to catch him off guard when they go, because while enemies were taking a lot of stuff top side, we were taking everything vision wise in their bot jungle. So we're ready for them, we fight, I'm gonna pop ult and just run down this Blitzcrank and just keep running at everyone who steps up now. And you can see, because of this smart tempo play, we actually get a super big advantage. 2 kills down, meaning that we can take his entire top side. They're losing minion gold in bot lane as well.
Come. We're losing prior, look! Like... come on! How can you be late here and late here? Be somewhere, man! It's so crazy!
So I'm just gonna be recalling, buying Seeker's Arm Guard, getting ready for next team fight. And you can see this is gonna happen around mid lane. I'm gonna be walking up, trying to bait out these guys, because I do know that I have most of my team right next by. So they go in, I'm just gonna hook Caitlyn, dump my entire combo almost one shot, and then press Sonya here to buy some time.
It's over. We missed the trap and the sun. It's game over.
So when the enemy is dead, we take Drake, we start Baron, I'm TPing in instantly when I can. This is very good that we got those 2 objectives and we won the fight. We're actually truly back in the game now. With the Baron buff, we're going to be pushing as a team. I'm going to be using my W's and sideways to try and push it out. And now, look at the map here, you can see I have everyone nearby. So I'm gonna try and hard bait the enemies to take what they think is supposedly a good fight. So Blitzcrank and Elise flashes for me here. They get the one shot, but the thing is, they just used everything. And because I took a fight like this when my teammates was around, they can actually follow up. So they just instantly trade back. Enemies just use all their sums now. We still have the Baron buff, so we can just siege down some towers now. So this is something I really like to do, and it's of course even better if you have Sonya, which I do have now. So next time I do a bait like this, it's not gonna end well for them. Now I just push out a few of the side lanes, and I'm gonna be grouping mid lane with my team. Drake is spawning in 30 seconds, so before Drake, guys, you always need to force and get mid push if possible. Again, I will be hitting the sides with W, making sure that there's no problem out there at all. And now we just go together with the team. Remember, guys, I do have Sonya's and everything. I'm just gonna be trying marching in together. I also do have flash, so I can actually step up a bit. The second that Blitzcrank misses his hook, this is a time where we can simply just take some space. And Silas ends up flashing, one-shotting on this Caitlyn. This is very good. I'm gonna zone off Agurin a bit. Once he doesn't run in, I'm gonna return with my teammates, pop ult, and apply my Bloodlust Curse for Silas. We burn some more flashes, we get 2 more kills. Now we're just gonna be forcing out the Drake here so they don't get it. And just run down this Renekton, who is very much alone. We try and chase down the remaining enemies, but they are simply too fast. Jungle item for some reason just gives you like 500 movement speed when you get into bushes. So I'm just gonna be pushing out waves, and I will be Wing top lane, so this thing pushes and pressures the enemy. The teammates here actually end up doing a little throw while forcing too hard on bot lane. They both give shutdowns to Agurin, so we just leave now, and I'm gonna be pushing out top lane once again with W's, making sure that even though we have their teammates, they're not gonna significantly get anything from it. Because we have their teammates as well, this does prompt the enemy to start forcing Baron, because they are getting a bit desperate. So I'm gonna run in there with Aphidius is really fat, and I do have Sonya, so I'm not too scared. I get hooked by Blitz, but this is what I want to. I just want to fight them now. Buy space for Aphidius, and last second before you die, simply just pop Sonya's. I'm gonna flash forward here to make sure we also get Agurin, slow him with the ult, pull him in.
I don't understand. What's the problem with you guys? What's the problem?
Green, what's your problem, Green?
Now we just finish off the Baron. I'm gonna base and TP top lane, and we're gonna try and end this game now with the empowered minions.
This is unlosable. You just have to not go in onto this Swain alone as Blitzcrank.
Now it's pretty straightforward. We just finish them off, go in together, and we just kill them all. Really hope you enjoyed this game. Beautiful laning phase and tons of great team plays, baits, and everything.
Crazy how bad you have to be. Like, crazy how bad you have to be to throw this. Like, to throw this, you have to be really bad. But, like, the Nash is the freest ever. You literally need 5 brain cells.
Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you so much for all the support. I want to wish everyone who made it this far an amazing day.